You're either on guard because you're a constable, or you're taking the floor with us. It's overwhelming force. Okay.
Am I on one of the
Damn it!
You're here.
You're here.
Yeah.
You're here.
Am I on one of the closest to the chair?
My God,
honor-
it won't play.
Will it?
It won't play. It's not. What do you mean?
Her
Help!
loot is broken.
No.
No, not her loot.
That likes the one where
Okay,
it's like da, 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 da.
Yeah. Let's have a sample. Let's have a sample. Give us something.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah. All right. Ready, Roman?
Okay, I'm gonna start it over.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oh, hold on. Roman's having some trouble. Roman. Oh.
Okay.
You,
All right, everybody relax. Everybody relax.
We got
let me know.
Oh god,
Okay,
that's a bit...
Fuck.
Wait for it, Roman. Okay. Egg, when you're ready.
Okay. Ready now?
Yeah. This is working perfectly. This is perfect.
Oh god.
Oh shit, there's
Oh,
the checkpoint.
No.
Get the checkpoint open, Roman.
No, Roman, go!
Oh shit!
It's a pilot. Oh god.
Rude.
Keep going.
Don't stop!
Where's the music? We've lost space.
No.
Replay it.
No.
Start again.
LXX. Woo! Am I gonna get fit in?
Okay, you know what? We're doing this one. I stop here. And everybody crowd in. Okay, all right. Cynthia, stop the
You're on
music.
the left side.
I don't.
Who had the other one? Who had the other one?
What?
I have one.
Which one?
Ooh.
Yeah, that one. Where'd that come from?
That was
my
blue.
pocket mandolin. Yeah.
Okay, restart that. Hold on, let's get the vibe on that. Let's hear that again.
Well, okay, so we have that one. Okay.
Okay, all right. What else?
We have obviously, okay.
Uh-huh.
We have
Yes.
yeah. We have let's see.
Oh!
Yeah.
Not the vibe. What else you got?
This one.
Okay.
I like the third one.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one's good.
Can you make it louder? Okay, all right. Cut it.
Hold on. Okay, yeah.
All right, start it on my mark. Everybody, we're moving up.
Moving up.
This is going to go just perfectly.
Place fail.
The liquor is.
There is nothing wrong that could nothing could
Never wrong, possibly nothing.
January 2nd.
3 o'clock.
Oh,
Right.
All right. Order. Okay. All right, Blue. Take us away. Let's go. Oh, you guys gotta make some room.
That's alright, I'll just go upstairs.
The body's on fire.
No!
Oh goodness.
Later.
Maserati!
Whoops.
Right.
The natural course of life.
You order. Thank you, Blue. Please, Woo! All rise for the blessing.
Woo!
For the first time in a long time, might I call upon my right honorable friend, His Royal Highness, Captain Sir the Chaplain, Silas Deep Creek.
Here, here.
I'd like to, before we lead into the blessing, I'd like to say it's been 6 months since y'all have heard my voice in this chamber, at least to do this part. So please rise, remove your hats, unless it's a crown. Hey, Under Queen, good job on that promotion.
Thank you.
Blessed be the tables built and charity given. Blessed be the horse named Paytree. Blessed be those who do beach, and blessed be those who do preach. Blessed be the years we have shared together, the travel we have done to see each other, and the memories we have made here in Kara. Blessed be those who see with eyes clear from judgment, and may the Lord Mother continue to provide us with clarity beyond the clearness of ice. Blessed be those who recognize that I will be having several serious and very ominous conversations. Blessed be those of Kara who sent out the first postings that their ports were open. Blessed be those who choose kindness, and those who don't. You're gross. May waters rise to meet your ships, and may they always guide you home. And selfishly, I am grateful your home is Kara. Blessed be the past 12 years we have spent together. Blessed be my cat Benumpy. And in the Mother's name we pray, Amen.
Amen. Thank you, and please be seated. Chair motions to suspend House rules regarding vulgar language. Second. That was like 20 people. All those in favor, aye. Contrary and opposed, nay.
Nay.
The ayes have it. Chair motions to suspend. Order. The motion to suspend House rules regarding membership. Second.
Seconded.
The treasurer. All those in favor, aye. Contrary and opposed, nay. The ayes have it. And anybody who wishes to, from the gallery, if you have an open seat, come down and take it. Today is a special parliament, everybody, and welcome back, by the way, to the House of Commons. It has been a long time for me, just as I'm sure it has been a while for most others. This is a very special parliament, and I wanted to take a couple of moments to acknowledge why. I'm going to skip over the quorum check. We have quorum.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Today is a special day in Parliament. Yesterday, it was 12 now years ago, yesterday, excuse me, that I hosted the first session of Parliament in the office of my home here in the city of Stone Bay. And since then, we have grown significantly. Parliament back then was just like 6 people, 7 people. Now, look at everybody here. So we are going to do our best today to have fun, to be respectful, to ask some good questions. And above all else, kick some ass. Welcome back to Parliament. Statements and announcements. His Royal Highness, Captain Sir the Chaplain, Silas Deep Creek, please.
Hey, y'all.
Howdy.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Howdy.
All right, this is like a moment of seriousness. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. All right, for nearly 12 years, I've been tasked with the great purpose of protecting the culture of the Bay, of providing an anchor and sail by which the Bay may steady itself and always move forward. I intend to maintain the mantle provided to me by our Lord Mother until the day I reach her embrace. Donning that mantle are badges of office I intend to maintain until the people of the Bay determine there's a better person and more fitting to do so. But some time ago, nearly a year now, my dear friend, the Princess Royal Blue Mountbatten, struck into law within the kingdom of Stone Bay that in order to gain citizenship, one must be drowned in the name of the Writhing One. In the years prior, the act of gaining citizenship was a gauntlet of bureaucracy, something only the Prime Minister or His Majesty could cut through. But now we have an established path, one that does not require the head of a government or head of state to navigate. And it's miserable, but it's possible. Miri, I'm going to hunt you down for sport. But today I spoke with someone, Elias Naveed. They asked a question that brought me joy. They asked about our faith. And as many of you know, I love the sound of my own voice, the second only to the sound of our Lord Mother's voice. That's why I talk so often. So I spoke on our efforts to build a table large enough that there's always room for a stranger, to reap the bounty that the sea provides and ensure that those who have had too much give to those who have too little, to be a sanctuary, as a dear friend of mine put it, though at that time our sanctuary housed rebels against her. To be a method by which tyrants and those of cruel nature do not remain in power for long. Our faith has led rebellion, our faith has protected the weak, our faith has ensured the safety and stability of Kara again and again. However, how can I claim that our goal is to build a table long enough to ensure there is always a space open for a stranger when we have built an othered table specifically for those othered by the current law? Our kingdom, once which I ruled over a time which feels like a long ago, that is where our table is built. It stretches like a bridge across each island, and I intend for it to remain open to everyone. The gates of our city rarely close, the doors of our church never lock, and our seas always provide. Sonoquan waters, blessed with bounty unbelievable, I, a humble beginning, chosen either for my charisma or my optimism or potentially my stupidity, maybe one day I will know. And thus, through my voice as chaplain, my seat as prince, and my duty as one of her chosen hands, I have a request for His Majesty. If it pleases you, King Ulysses, first of your name, I seek to remedy our citizenship law struck into law so long ago. No longer should one's faith determine their right to citizenship, and I request that that portion of the law be stricken from it. To be a part of the Church of the Deep is an essential part of the Bay, but that choice should not limit one's abilities to participate in our government, to elect our officials, nor speak as an equal at the table we have built. Allow the people of Kara to come to our faith as our Lord Mother would wish it, because her waters led them there. Thanks, y'all.
Here, here.
Here, here for the chaplain, everyone.
Here.
Thank you, everyone. Time today is going to be a little bit of a bizarre thing, so we will have time for people to make remarks later. Thank you, chaplain. This is a momentous occasion this weekend, hey? We gather in part to celebrate the anniversary of this parliament, this institution, which seemingly by the turnout people value very much, and the opening of our small corner of the world to those outside of it. Over the past few days, I've made time to reflect on this past year and look ahead to the next one. My friends, we have suffered terrible loss. We have known great victory. And we have made great progress in creating a safer, more inclusive, and prosperous Kara. So, following the chaplain's remarks, I am more than happy to oblige. So, henceforth, the mandate that all citizens of the Bay must be drowned members of the church is no more. And all lawful residents, given they meet the other requirements and go through the correct processes, may become a citizen of the Bay, regardless of their faith. But my friends, what does being a citizen of the Kingdom of Stone Bay mean? I guess it's up to your interpretation, but I can certainly tell you what it grants. a voice, and an opportunity. And starting today, we'll be granting those opportunities to more and more people. My government shall begin the process of offering those opportunities to everyone in Kara if they want one. And by my measure, it would be the most fair and prudent thing to begin the process of allowing those who wish the chance to help in the governance of the constabulary, our government, and our parliament, and Kara as a whole to do so. This parliament represents the legislative arm of our system. It's all right, everybody. Deep breath. This parliament represents the legislative arm of our system. Trust me, we got some time. I got a lot of talking to do. And the government of the Bay is the executive branch. For some time, the people of Kara have been represented here and not there. And that is going to change. That is going to change starting today. For a moment, everybody, just take a deep breath. Go get some water. Go get a beverage. Relax. Take a minute. Keep talking once everybody's back. It's an incredible thing that there's so many people here. But it can be so quiet. So thank you all for that. So we'll pick this up in a minute, everyone. It's fine. Oh.
That wasn't on bingo.
It should be now.
No, it wasn't on bingo.
It quite honestly should
It should have been.
I think it should be now.
I called it.
Can I motion to add it to the bingo card, actually?
Yes, please.
Seconded.
Order! I don't control the bloody bingo card. You can make the motion. Order. We can stand here and I can scream order all day if you'd very much like to do so. But perhaps we have more productive things. Order! Felix, you are quite an excitable individual today trying to talk over me. Goodness gracious, perhaps you should take up yoga while you're at it. You seem to be
That's on the bingo.
Wait, was that on the bingo?
Wait, Your Majesty, you didn't know that was on the bingo?
I'm sure there's many things on the bingo card, but to not put any undue influence on the game of bingo, I will not be looking at the bingo card. I will be operating Parliament in the way that I would like to.
I think that's a bad opinion. That's on the bingo card. All right.
Order, Mr. Grantham.
I apologize.
Is that a challenge to the chair? Mr. Grantham. Order, Mr. Grantham.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I have been very impressed with you over these past few weeks. Very impressed indeed. You are a particularly industrious individual when you choose to be, but you are a particularly disorderly one in this parliament. And for that reason, Mr. Grantham, I hereby name you Niles Grantham. Wait, is that on the bingo too? Fuck!
Yes. Wait.
Insult.
Was that a personal insult?
Your Majesty.
Mr. Grantham.
I do quite apologize, and I would like to retract the entire statement. I'm so sorry.
Has anybody won bingo yet? We're 17, 18 minutes in.
Your Majesty.
Order, Mr. Grantham, be seated. I'll call on you when I'm ready.
I just wanted to say bingo.
Oh.
Mr. Grantham, my statement to you earlier about indeed how you are quite a disorderly individual in this parliament seems to stand true. Mr. Grantham, this is your final warning.
Yes,
Another outburst from a sedentary position. A sedentary position, Mr. Grantham. And you'll be out that door. I'll tell you.
Please.
Order! I don't need any help. I don't need any order. I don't need any help and encouragement from anyone on the matter. Order! You can get bingo as many times as you like. I don't give a flying flamingo whether you've gotten bingo or not.
Damn, I think that was the first one though.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Not the flamingos.
Order. I think I'm going to carry on with my statement now. Thank you.
Thank you.
So to the end of what I was saying prior, in regards to opportunity, the Privy Council is dismissed. You're all fired.
What?
Oh.
You're all fired.
Here.
Oh my god.
It's okay. This is a standard Stone Bayism, everybody. I just thought it would hit better when
It's a
people
little
don't know.
funny. I think it's
Can
funny.
be.
I already missed my job.
I'm sure you do. The following appointments are made. Sir Wilhelm Muehlin, Home Minister.
Congratulations.
yeah.
Oh, congratulations!
And to think, Minister, you were just starting to miss your job.
I know. I was thinking about an early retirement.
Sir Halcyon Craydark, Treasurer.
Yeah.
Texas.
Sir Gilbert Spoing as the Chancellor of Arms and Heraldry. And Melina as the Chamberlain. And now, with government now formed again, the government shall carry out the following directives. The island...
Bingo! Calornet is here.
Order! Oh, be seated! You will not stand when I am also standing! The Chamberlain of the Citadel seems to have just gotten their job back. Perhaps they'd like to lose it again.
Oh, goodness.
I think you are. Very well. We'll move on. The island, often referred to as Government Island, will be reopened to the public as of tonight and be officially named Parliament Island. Order! My government will create a order. Order! I don't need any help. My government will create a crown dependency governance framework to help our friends in the valley and at the cross and beyond find their footing for a more equitable governance system for themselves.
Equity!
Yeah, here.
That one was boring. That was a boring one, but that one's actually very important.
Yeah, it is.
Here.
Yeah, that one was boring, but it has to be done. That's actual work. And finally, and this is I'm obligated to say this one, my government will continue working towards a safer Kara. They will continue to pursue known criminals to the fullest extent of the law. My government will be relentless in their pursuit of justice. And those who try and evade our due process and lawful prosecution will be hunted down and defeated.
Here. I love the law. Here.
Their bones.
I love the law.
Order. Sir Zhivago Craydark is a particularly excitable individual today. Wouldn't you say, everyone?
I'm very drunk. Here.
Well,
You're here.
Everyone, Zhivago's taking a short vacation next week to go visit family. And this is the last real piece of business that Sir Zhivago has before that. So, Sir Zhivago, I think I speak for the House and for the people of Kara when I tell you that when I was away and you were in this chair, I think you did an exemplary job.
Here, here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you do an exemplary job if you're as drunk as a skunk like you are now when you were in the chair. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. Good work. Very well. Furthermore, the position of Prime Minister. The office of Prime Minister shall be temporarily suspended now to allow those who, given the change in citizenship requirements, may want to seek that nomination. They will be permitted to do so. I do not have a time frame for when the election will be, and you should expect an announcement on it within the next couple of days from the government. But to seek nomination, to be the next Prime Minister, my 10th Prime Minister, you must be a citizen. You must, not be a criminal. And you must be nominated by a sitting member of the Council of the Bay, which at this time are members of the clergy, title-holding peers with coronets, and the privy councillors, who I named previous. So, somebody's going to be Prime Minister in a couple of weeks, I think. And it's going to be cool. Thank you. So,
You're here.
my friends, I'll conclude, and then we have some fun business to get to. We stand on the threshold of a new beginning. And in order to ensure our security and continuing stability, my government will be reorganized to better account for and to service Kara as a whole for a safer and more secure society. In the coming days, we would like to meet with all sorts of folks about your needs, about how the Bay can better assist you in all of your various projects and initiatives. And together, my friends, we can build a safer, prosperous, and more unified Kara. So thank you all so much, and I look forward to working with you. Let's get to work, eh? Okay, so seemingly, my friends, we are having some issues this evening. We are pushing things to their limit. Understandably.
That is an understatement.
Push it to the limit.
It's going.
Yeah, I suppose an understatement it is, but true regardless. Okay, I have a bill up here. It looks like a Mr. Defont HB 144. How many times has this thing been tabled?
Twice.
Oh, good heavens! I'm tabling it again.
And
No, please.
Get him on his hair. Get him on his hair.
No. Hold on. Yeah, you're here, but this looks so boring.
Oh, no.
I'd like to motion for an appeal of the decision by the chair.
How about you motion to be quiet and stand what I tell you to?
Holy shit.
Whoa.
You've never this Mr. Defont baby has never been in a parliament session where I am chair. There's no order. There's no challenge to the chair. There's no appeal of the decision. There's no committee. There's no accountability structure. That's the decision. Sit there and be quiet. Thank you. I think what we'll do is I'll have it a vote. We'll have a vote to see if we'll have this, okay? We'll let the people decide.
Mm-hmm.
All those in favor of doing HB 144 today, aye.
Aye.
Contrary and opposed, nay.
Nay.
I abstain.
Division of the House.
Victor, no,
Abstain,
we're
Martin.
not. Have you seen what's happened these past 20 minutes? There will be no dividing of any of the house, actually, because my estimation is that you are stuck exactly where you are seated. So we are not going to be. We are not going to be moving at all. Good. You know what? Let's have a short debate and see if we can get this wrapped up in 5 minutes. Mr. DeFont, HB 144. Let's have it then.
Right. Just to briefly reintroduce it, I'm sure many of you have read it, so I will go through this very swiftly. This bill is to make sure that the body's time is respected, so any changes made to a bill after the agenda has been posted and making sure that nobody wastes time by amending it unnecessarily. Per the bill, all changes made to a piece of legislation after it has been posted should be given to the body before the body for the reasonings thereof, so nobody in the middle of a session has to reread a bill that they have already prepared for. Additionally, it makes that the agenda cannot be amended after it has been posted unless the chairman decides that the bill is of such nature as constitutes an emergency. I thank you all in advance for your debate. Yes, that is it in a nutshell to go through it swiftly.
Stay recognized. Sir Zhivago Kradark.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. It's not very often anymore that I get to stand up and take truly a partisan stand on something. More often than not, I'm sitting in that chair. So do understand how delighted I am currently to be standing and to be giving an opinion upon this as a constituent. Recently, I've been going around to several different kingdoms with my own tax act, in which I have written it to the fullest extent of which I can, and I personally have found that it is easy, it is beyond easy, to sit down with leadership or to sit down with people who will be on this floor and to be able to negotiate what precisely they would like in this bill. The last two parliaments, I have posted the agenda 2 separate times for a very exact reason, and this bill was the exact reason. And I found that nothing changed. Both parliaments, this bill was tabled. My personal opinion is that if someone wants to introduce a bill and they cannot advocate for it beforehand, then that is simply upon them. I think this bill, in truth, has been and is a waste of our time. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Standing recognized. Mr. Grantham. I'm already starting to lose my voice. What the fuck is going on today? Mr. Grantham!
Yes, Your Majesty. The fact of the matter is, the bill has been tabled so many times, but people don't want to deal with it. It was about to be completely honest, it was about to be tabled again, because as you said, it is inherently boring, and without the proper talking, the wheeling and dealing that I've heard that happens within this parliament, it's very difficult. It's very hard for anything like this to pass. And while it could be a bill that would be very interesting, and a bill that could very much easily change the course of Parliament as we know it, it's people like Parliament as we know it. And so I honestly think that this bill should fail and die here. Thank you.
Thank you. Standing recognized. The chaplain.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to speak on something, and I won't air out anything. But I would like if with permission from the chair, for members who have been politicked regarding this bill to please stand.
Permission granted.
Okay.
Oh, one behind you, I think, there.
Okay.
Oh, was it? No, never mind.
Okay. That tells me about what I need to know. I know many of us are locked where we're seated, but many of us are not. The presenter of the bill came to me for advice earlier today, and I will offer advice now as well. To pass a bill through Parliament requires incredibly rigorous work, something that is a truly terrifying piece from time to time when you have to go to people who you don't know and ask for their opinions. But it seems very clear that has not happened. I think that this bill will die on this floor. wholeheartedly. And I highly suggest for the presenter to withdraw it. Thank you.
Here, here.
Thank you. Stand recognized. Response, Mr. DeFont.
Yes, thank you. If I may speak to it, I did speak to several individuals about this bill. Several individuals whose opinion I think is well revered and well respected. And while I may have not done all the work I feel as was necessary, the past few months I have been dealing with extraordinary pressure on myself, both internally and externally, to the point where I could not be around Car as much. That being said, I feel this bill is necessary not because it is boring, not because it is a minute procedural thing. However, it is a thing that is born out of respect. A respect for this body, a respect for our time, a respect for the work and dedication we put into Parliament. I do not want to see everybody's preparation before a Parliament be for nothing if a bill is changed last second with no explanation from anyone. It is for that reason that this bill must be passed. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you to present this. So, if you have any respect for this body, any respect for the time of the members of this assembly, then vote in favor of this bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield.
Thank you. Hats off, everybody, please. Just take a quick check. Empty your hands. Take your hats off. Declan, that means you too. Declan.
I didn't have. Oh shit! I forgot.
Evidently. Thank you, everyone. Yes, Ross.
Yes, the honourable member speaks of respect for this parliament, yet they have not taken into consideration suggestions and comments in previous parliaments and have failed to add them to the bill. If they truly respected this parliament, they would have taken into account the opinions and suggested changes from previous parliaments, but they have failed to do so. So they speak of respect, yet show none to parliament. I yield.
Mr. DeFont.
To address the concerns of previous speakers, I have actually amended this bill since the last parliament. I had planned to present them before this body at the last parliament, however, I was unable to attend, and as such, it was tabled for that reason. However, this bill has been changed since it last saw parliament, and so therefore I would like to disagree vehemently with the statements of previous speakers.
Point of privilege.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Presenter, I wholeheartedly respect your urge to pass this bill, as well as recognize and appreciate the time you needed to spend doing things around your home, things that are personal. I understand. However, I ask quite humbly that respect is not thrown around to members of this body when a part of that respect is ensuring a bill is properly politicked. I can tell you, I have met with leaders of nations who I wholeheartedly disagreed with over the past 12 years, and I can tell you, when you bring something to them and open it up and say, this is for negotiation, you have a bill which passes, and you have already said you have failed regarding politicking. When it comes to matters of speaking, it requires time, and I think this bill needs more of it. I yield.
Oh, shit. Okay. Somebody call out. Does anybody else have anything on this?
Mr. Speaker, I would like to withdraw this piece of legislation.
Very well. Withdrawn. Thank you. All right! We did it! We got through it! It's been tabled twice! We did it, guys!
Oh no!
Oh, goodness gracious. You know,
My
at least I know for next Stone Bait Day that we're gonna have to make some adjustments. But oh, and we will have another Stone Bait Day. Trust me on that. HB order. HB 148. was also withdrawn. I'm sure we'll look at that again another time. I have before me
Oh, I'm so excited.
HB 150, Sir Zhivago Kraydark, please.
You're here.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My friends, colleagues, Fafnir. We come here tonight. We come here. We come here tonight to celebrate 12 years of Stone Bay opening their arms and inviting people to come and live together on these bizarre islands. For 12 years, we have stood together through thick and thin. We have shed blood, sweat, and tears together. But through it all, there has been one consistent. The glorious and truly democratic beauty that resides only in taxes.
Here,
This is so fucking backwards.
I
Order,
love
order,
taxes.
order, order. Sir Zhivago
Love
Kraydark.
As long as they're not for welfare.
Some
Order!
people.
Oh my god.
Order! The Home Minister will keep his comments regarding welfare or not to himself.
I look forward to your donation, Wilhelm.
I don't got money.
Oh, did you hear that, Minister? It's expected.
I live in Section 8 housing.
Order! Order! Sir Zhivago Kraydark, the floor, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now, some people will groan at the thought of paying their taxes. And to those people, I must truly question their loyalties and intention. Let us not forget why taxes exist. In times of great strife and war, people anticipate weapons and arms to defend their nations and their neighbors. Who, might you ask, provides the weapons and arms? Why, it would be the people of Kara, that boldly go out into the wilderness to collect leather, feathers, iron, and coal. Countless hours are spent at the forges, hammering away at the molten steel to create the finest armor. Why must we expect these people to work for free? Nay. I say nay. We the people must honor their time, their sacrifice, and their bravery for arming their fellow countrymen.
Here.
You're fucking here.
Order.
We must honor the people who works their hands to the bone to create homes. We must honor the people who do not need to spend their time, but do because they love Kara. We honor them with silver. We honor our fellow neighbors because I love Kara, you love Kara, we love Kara. Do not pay your taxes as a slight not only against your friends and family, but against every nation here tonight. When one avoids paying their dues, they avoid success and prosperity of these islands. To not pay taxes is to hate Kara, and to hate Kara should be a crime. Vote yes on adopting House Bill 150. Vote yes to honoring laborers. Vote yes to Kara. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You're fucking here.
Yeah, thank you. Stand to be recognized or call out.
Here. It's me.
Yes, Duchess.
Hi. Shivago, you came to me. And asked me what I thought about this bill. And I remember getting very, very excited. That excitement is still there. I love this. I think it's fantastic. I really love tax law.
Thank you.
That is all.
Yeah.
Here.
Caster, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As the Kingdom Treasurer of Stendhal and the newly named Keeper of Money, I couldn't agree more with this bill. Taxes are amazing, and those who don't pay them should be punished.
True.
Yes.
True and base.
Yeah.
True and base.
Yeah.
True and base.
Skull to that.
Yeah.
Could I get a further definition or example of tax mischief?
Certainly. Certainly. So the idea behind tax mischief is the scenario in which one does attempt to pay their taxes, but they attempt to do it in the way that is most inconvenient and a way that is most tedious. For example, if I were to live in Stendhal and I had to give taxes, if I had to give 5 silver pieces to the honorable member Caster, and I went to Caster, and instead of giving 5 silver pieces, I gave Caster 1 silver ingot.
Wow.
And then 1 silver coin. And Caster goes, "Oh, but this isn't taxes. This isn't proper taxes." I could then argue, "Well, yes, it is. I'm paying my taxes." So the idea is that is what it follows, because one could argue, they're not evading taxes; they are paying taxes, but they're doing so in a way that inconveniences and distracts away from the efficient and patriotic act that is collecting taxes, because taxes do good for the nation within this parliament.
Yeah.
Study organized. The treasurer.
Hello, thank you. I wanted to say that I support this bill. Of course, you've read it already. Please do not make my job harder. I have a job to serve my people. You have a job to serve your people by helping us pay you, in particular. We cannot pay you if you do not help us. Yes, that's it.
I love
Thank
my
you. Stand
husband.
organized.
And
The Underqueen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Being from a kingdom that recently in the last month has implemented taxes and is greatly excited to see the benefits, I appreciate more legislation to allow us to take in individuals who refuse to do so to proper justice. It is quite a handful, so I appreciate and I support this bill. Thank you.
Thank you. Stand recognized. There's the Lunar Queen.
No, I just zoned back in. Sorry, Mr. Speaker.
Stand recognized. Laz, please.
Can I pay my taxes in bones?
Zhivago,
I'm trying to stand.
you're doing great.
I
you
would
like
say
some
for you, if it were anyone else, no.
Order.
Because it's you, yes.
I think we lost it.
Uh-oh.
You know what? That's okay. That's okay. We've actually done worse. Zhivago, carry on, please. We'll just operate like this.
As I said, should it have been anyone else, I would say no, but because it is the Bone Lady of Kara, absolutely. I would check with my husband, so.
Okay.
Thank you. Further stand to be recognized. Call out, please. Call out.
Call out.
Charlie.
Mr. Grantham.
Yeah. As a businessman in Kara, as someone who has done their best to make as much money as possible within these lands, to do exactly what I was given a task to do, to make coin, to bring coin to the people, and to therefore bring ethical business into the lands of Kara. Taxes are the greatest thing in the world. Taxes are one of the most ethical things in the world. Because when you do a tax, that tax is then given to the people, positively affecting their values and what can exist. It is inherently a kindness on the people when you pay your taxes, and Tidewall Trading Co. stands in complete support of this bill.
Thank you.
You're here.
You're here.
You're here.
Yeah.
Call out.
Call out.
Call out. Charlie.
I think that was Floria.
Hello. Having recently implemented taxes in Gaia for the first time ever in 12 years it existed, it's very beneficial. We love taxes. Please support it. Taxes, yay!
Yay.
Thank you.
Texas.
Stand recognized. Call out.
Call out. Charlie.
Let's have that again.
Call out.
Yeah.
Call
first.
out. Charlie.
Whoever was first, you know who you are. You called it way before anyone else.
Yes. As I just wanted to say, as a taxpayer over the past few months, I've seen my own taxes go to better the economy, better Stone Bay, and I just want to say that I wholeheartedly support this bill because you're giving back to, if you work for the government yourself, as well as making it possible for work orders, for members of government to be paid, et cetera, et cetera. It's just really good. Let's do it.
Thank you. All right, call out. Next,
Call
please.
out.
Carly.
I don't know who that was first. You you were loud and you were fucking ready. So go on. Somebody start talking.
So
Oh,
you can go first. It's okay. I'll sit
okay.
down.
Oh, thank you. What of the people who can't afford to pay their taxes? What then? Where do they go? That is my only question.
Mr. Zhivago.
Thank you very much. So actually in the bill, in the explanatory statement in section C, it says, section C, subsection C, it says, in no way is this act stating that the nations must have taxes. Rather, this act is to allow avenues of legal proceeding to occur for nations that do collect taxes. If you cannot pay your taxes, I would suggest raising that with your local government. That's not my problem.
It's true.
Here.
Fair enough.
This parliament doesn't tax anybody yet.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh no, Adonis isn't here. Ugh.
Oh.
I know. My beloved is just
Would that
gone
count as
right now. I'm
bombshell
not sure where he
information,
is.
friend?
They're recognized. Geraldine.
Thank you, Your Majesty. When it comes to taxes, this is something that, we as nations, a lot of us have been discussing for a very long time. And something that is very important to remember is that when you are a part of a nation, you have a social contract with that nation that you must uphold. And paying your taxes can and to some degree should be a part of that. You are helping not only yourself, but your nation and your fellow man. Those taxes go to beneficial resources that can be just spread out amongst people, and if done right, ends up benefiting the nation as a whole and making people more prosperous. I think that's a sentiment that most everyone in this parliament holds to be true, as we have heard very few arguments or questions against said bill, and I think we all kind of understand what's going on here.
Thank you.
Here, here.
I just want to make a quick comment. We are having some trouble, everybody, but I believe the trouble of that actually is not the amount, but the density of individuals within the chamber. So if you are just zoned out, sitting in your seat, I would ask that you're more than happy to still listen in, but please leave the chamber. And I can assure you that it's not to do with the size of the building; it's to do with how many people are on this island. So thank you very much for your consideration. Feel free still to listen in whatever way you wish to do so. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for that. And if we get that going very well, people can put their hats back on. Because I can assure you, we were not experiencing these issues about an hour ago when I was at a very nice clergy meeting, and yeah, it just didn't happen. So yes, if you are just going to sit there quietly, please leave the chamber and run about. And if you are receiving an award, come back when we get to that part. That will be at the end, and I will give some warning. We're going to have a recess before the awards ceremony. Thank you.
Award?
There we go.
So many awards, my goodness.
We are handing out a lot of awards. That's true. Okay, I'm gonna put my hat back on. Let's see how this goes.
Whoa. Whoa.
I thank you, everybody, for your consideration, and thank you for your understanding.
Here, here.
Roman, you're Sergeant at Arms.
Yeah.
You don't get to leave. You have to stay right there. All right. Anything further for 150? Yes, I don't know you, but that's fine. Go on.
Ah, yes, sorry, I'm the Lord of Flickering Lights.
Oh, I do know you then. All right, well, let's have it.
Here.
Lord of
Let's
Lights.
go.
Order. Let the Lord of Flickering Lights ask the bloody question. Mr. Crow, I know you are quite excited about your axolotl Bill of Rights tonight, but you do not need to get so excitable about it.
Said anything? Wait.
Very well, go on, man. Order. I certainly don't need any whining from the chamber as well on the matter. Go on, then.
Yes, the presenter of the bill seemed to have a very specific argument, I would say targeting the horse community. I believe the quote was nay, and I was wondering if they could just explain on that argument a bit further.
So, Zhivago Kraydark.
Certainly. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First, I would like to make mention that the honorable member does have an active warrant out against them. So I would like to make that known to the chamber at this point. There is an active warrant out against this person. Thank you very much.
Well, to be honest, it's a holiday.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not really interested in. I don't want to do this. Okay, just like get on with it.
Okay, all right. Well, so rehab was supposed to be a fresh start for me.
What are you talking about? Shivago, what is wrong with you? There should be no tunes coming from the front government bench.
Okay.
No tunes.
All right.
Carry on then.
All right. Well, I don't know about the rest of the constituents on the floor, but I will say, when the day comes that big horse arrives, I will be first in line, ready to accept our new overlord. That is the horse. Thank you very much.
Yay, horses!
Order, this is just getting so weird. Okay, stand to be recognized. Anyone else? Okay, Mr. Defont.
Yes, a lot of us have been talking about the benefits of paying our taxes in general. However, I think what is being overlooked mainly is that this is giving a legal avenue for pursuing those who don't pay their taxes. Prior to this, tax evasion was by technicality a civil crime, and thus jail time could not be given out for that. And so this bill allows more heavy and extensive punishments for those who don't pay their taxes. And as a lawyer, I always appreciate the opportunity to have more work come my way.
Hear,
Here, toss
I
those
work
criminals
for the
in jail.
Ministry of Justice so that I can see these unpatriotic tax evaders brought to justice.
Here.
Order. Stand recognized. The Exarch. Did I do that? No, wait, I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Here. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for making sure that I can be heard. I would like to ask the honorable member how this bill addresses patriarchy. Thank you.
Sir Zhivago Kraydark.
It's about more than horses. I just learned that.
Sir Zhivago has the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. In regards to his patriarchy, I will say I cannot make any established comments regarding the patriarchy beyond the fact that personally, I'm not declaring this, Mr. Speaker. I will say personally, I will now be referring to the courthouse as my Mojo Dojo Casa House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, I guess. Stand to be recognized. Yes, in the back there.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Just so we're all on the same page, just in case anybody didn't know, what are taxes?
I love spoofs.
Okay. Okay, well, I don't know, like, go get educated, I guess. Order. You can moan and groan in the stands and on the floor all you like, but we're not here to give a lesson about basic civics to anybody who wants one. We have business to do. I have an axolotl Bill of Rights to have debated in the House. I'll tell you something. Taxation is theft. There you go. Take that one. There's your definition. Order. If you don't see the comedy in that, then I really can't help you. You're hopeless. Stand to be recognized. Yes, Grantham again.
Yes, I am making a motion to vote on this bill because many people seem to be in agreement already.
Seconded.
Okay, very well.
Seconded.
And here's the vote to vote on it. All those who want to vote on it, aye. Contrary and opposed, nay.
Nay.
The ayes have it.
All
right,
now let's
all those in favor.
Point of clarification.
Point of clarification. That's not a real thing, but sure, let's have it.
Thank you very much. I typically say point of order, but I'm trying to change it.
Okay.
I would like the House to know that I do preach. Thank you very much.
No.
Order. Thank you. All right, all those question posed by the chair to the House is whether we should pass HB 150. All those in favor, aye. Contrary and opposed, nay.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you, and the bill is passed. Order. Thank you, Shivago. Mr. Phoenix Crow for HB 151.
Yes!
Yeah!
Okay. Yay. So, what the axolotl bill does, hold on, is basically gives rights to all axolotls that come into Kara or are already in Kara. And the bill also lists the punishments if those rights are infringed.
Denied.
Agreed.
Order. I don't know who said denied, but you're up here. You need to bring it down here, okay? All right, relax, okay? Take up yoga. Thank you.
Oh, shade.
Standing recognized. The Lunar Queen. Quick on the draw.
I just wanted to ask the honorable member how they felt about axolotls named Big Terry.
Bro.
That was 12 years ago.
I don't know if I've met an axolotl named Big Terry, but they seem like
I think that's the point.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
He's dead.
Oh, well, I didn't know.
Pour one out for Big Terry.
You don't have to ask me twice. Standing recognized while I finish the train. Yeah, somebody. Oh, the Underqueen.
Thank you, Speaker. As somebody who was alive and well during what happened with our dear Big Terry, I would never love to see that happen to anything ever again. So I believe that this bill is very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you. Standing recognized. You know, I like how people have put together this axolotl Bill of Rights, but they haven't put together a Bill of Rights for themselves yet.
That's what I was going to say.
That's what I was going to mention.
We don't have rights.
Well, then if I took away your point, sit back down. You're a loser.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the point I wanted to make.
Order! There is no crying in the chamber! There is no crying! Order! You jumping up and down is not going to make me pick you anymore. Yes, in the back there.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. So about this bill. So if it does get passed, how will you know if people are infringing on the rights of axolotls?
Mr. Crow.
I don't actually know, to be honest. If I'm being honest, that one I
Very
don't know.
nice.
Okay.
All out.
The treasurer.
Yes. In section E, punishment section, subsection 1, subsection, let's see, where is it? D. Any punishment to the investigating group seems fit. So, what if the punishment is death? Drowned, quartered, etc. Is that right? That does not seem like it stands for rights. What if, assuming this owner is dog shit at owning this axolotl, aren't you putting the axolotl at more risk of being abandoned if you were to say kill them, drown them, quartered, etc., etc.?
Mr. Crow.
I don't understand the question.
Okay, so the question is that the bill is vague, so punishments can be anything. So the punishments could just be death. So what do you do then? Wouldn't it be more, the base of the question is, wouldn't it be more harmful to the axolotls you are trying to protect that the bill is so vague that the death penalty could be called in for a minor case, and then the axolotl would be in real trouble because their owner would be, dead.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Else in the chat.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess that would be more harmful.
Oh, Grantham, you sit down. He's not done.
Can I?
Sorry. Take your time.
Can I motion to
change it?
Yeah.
Amended? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, amend it.
Amend which part to what?
To I guess underlie that the death penalty should not be allowed, I guess.
I think that's second.
Seconded.
All right, there you go. All those in favor of making sure people are put to death. Order. We are in the middle of voting. You are not going to be calling out anything. All those in favor of making sure that people aren't executed for being in violation of this bill, aye.
Aye.
Contrary and opposed, nay.
Nay.
Order! What the fuck? Order! Point of what the fuck? Order!
Second on the division.
Order! I don't need a second for the division of the house. The eyes to my right, where the chaplain is. The nose to my left, where Stendhal usually sits. Abstentions in the middle, here with the chaplain.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Death is a little bit too much.
We need
I don't know.
Not
I'm gonna be so real. It's not enough. Which one is I've done so much worse for much
So this is in favor of the amendment. Eyes are in favor of the amendment. Really? I'm not surprised. Can somebody fucking do a count? I can't count this shit. I'm sitting here. I'm high as shit. I can't do this.
Stop moving.
18 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. More than 18 on the eyes.
The amendment is passed, just fucking barely. Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Order, everybody. Damn it. The chaplain gets to explain why he abstained.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I was really interested to see how absolutely fucking insane all of you are. I'm, I talked at a clergy meeting today about having great action and ambition. And I love axolotls. I really do. But I've seen how some of y'all handle your fucking cattle and your chickens. And if this bill were to pass, as it were, with death penalty on the board, a lot of you would be executed for the way you handle your cattle and chickens by the precedent it sets. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Chaplain.
Here.
Order. I am Mr. Grantham. You keep standing up to speak, and although I admire your enthusiasm, you have not been a very good boy this parliament. You have spoken. Order. I don't need any help from the Stendhal side on this matter. Surely not. Surely not. I can address Mr. Grantham perfectly fine. Mr. Grantham, you're a particularly excitable and disorderly individual today. Order. I don't need you. No, do not moan and groan from a sedentary position. Mr. Grantham, please be considerate that there are other people in the chamber who may want to talk. You know what? Your timeout. 5 minutes in the corner.
Face the corner.
Which corner?
That
Give
corner
me
back
a
there.
donation.
All the way back there.
Okay. Over there.
What?
That corner.
Over there, Mr. Grantham.
And Laz is your timeout probation officer.
I'll kill you. No, I won't. That's illegal.
Order. Thank you very much for your enthusiasm, everybody. Further questions? Stand to be recognized. Yeah.
So with this bill in mind, with axolotls having rights, would that also give all other animals and mobs rights as well?
Oh no.
Mr. Crow.
No, just axolotls.
And why would that be?
Moment.
This is the Axolotl Bill of Rights, not the Axolotl and Friends Bill of Rights.
It's in the name.
I will put that as bad opinion.
If you would like to have, order, if the honorable member would like to bring forward a bill at the next session to have a more broad Bill of Rights for other animals, then they are free to do so.
Very well.
Thank you. Standing recognized. Arlie.
Section D, subsection 2 says if an owner is not showing up in a set period of time, what is the set period of time?
Mr. Crow.
That is to be set by anyone who finds the abandoned axolotl.
Okay.
Or it could be, yeah.
Detective Maldor.
So, if I found an abandoned axolotl, I could just say that if the owner doesn't show up in 5 seconds, then I get to kill him.
Oh my god.
Here.
Mind your speakers, I guess.
Order, Mr. Crow.
No. I guess I shouldn't. Yeah.
No, I think it should be that way.
Yeah. That's pretty based.
More death, more bones.
Okay. Standing recognized.
She has a point.
More death, more bones.
Hawk.
I misunderstood what you meant by stand to be recognized. I don't have anything to say.
Did you just order? Hey, buddy. Hey, did you just wanna stand up? So that,
I thought that's what we were doing.
You know
I
what,
thought
buddy?
you just
Everybody
said stand.
recognizes you. Everyone recognizes you.
Oh.
You're here.
Order. Did somebody boo Hawk?
Wow.
Order. Order, and I say this with all the comedy and the satire that it implies, but the death penalty might be off the table for the axolotl bill, but going after Hawk is an entirely different issue. All right?
Yeah.
Watch out!
You're here.
Watch out!
You're here.
Ew.
Sit down, Umber, please. You're embarrassing yourself.
He does that regularly.
Oh.
Order! I don't need any help from Duchess Calliope on the matter. I can put Umber away perfectly fine. Thank you very much.
Hey yo.
Hey, there's no A yelling about it. Why don't you sit there and A be quiet? Thank you very much. Stand to be recognized. It's Jasper.
Hi, in section E, subsection 1, subsection C, what constitutes a funny shirt?
Mr. Crow.
Anything
Whatever
with
Rowan
either...
is wearing.
Order. Wearing a uniform.
Oh.
No, just because it's on Rowan. All right, anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mr. Crow.
Anything that gets them pointed and laughed at, respectively.
You're here.
You're here.
All right, it's subject. It's vague. It's their interpretation by the courts, right? Let's say it like that. Iris.
Does this also include sentient axolotl? I have met
Not that guy.
I'm gonna answer for you. No.
Excellent.
There we go. Here
No.
you go.
The Queen, please.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty. And while I'm looking at Section D, Section 4, I think that there is something sorely lacking
Oh
here.
shit. Hold on.
Where is the right to
There's
wander?
There's too many people in the room.
Oh my.
Get out.
Yeah, there was. Trust me, we were having some trouble for a sec. Whew, that could have been bad. The Queen, carry on.
Oh, thank you. I would just like to motion for the bill to be amended to include water into rights to healthy living space. Yes.
Seconded.
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 That's not how it works. There's just 1 second. There's no triple. There's no quadruple. Or there's no fifth. Order. If I can wait.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I can wait. We can be here all day until people can be orderly in the chamber. I can wait. I've waited a long time. I can keep waiting. Use your inside voices, everyone.
Oh. Don't date yourself.
Order. I'm not sure what that's referring to exactly, but you should talk to somebody about that. Very well. There's a second. There was a motion. All those in favor of the motion, aye.
Aye.
Contrary and opposed, order. Contrary and opposed, nay.
Yay.
Freak.
Oh, the ayes have it. I mean, the ayes have it. That amendment passes. Thank you.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order. So Zhivago Kraydark.
A personal attack has been levied against the member of this house by if I may name them, the Under King Consort, by calling them a freak.
Order! And exactly who was called a freak?
My very good friend here, Her Royal Highness Princess Blue Mountbatten.
No.
No, I think it was me.
So you're denying.
No,
Order,
I actually...
explain this, Jamie. Explain this.
I did not call Her Royal Highness a freak. I called the person who neighed on the amendment because they would deprive an axolotl who needs water to live.
So
yes,
you
I think you're
admit
a freak.
to the fact that you have levied a personal attack?
Absolutely, if it's gonna defend my axolotls.
So who was this attack made against?
I don't know who they are.
And
It's literally me.
It's literally who?
Stand up.
just a humble farmer.
Okay. Well,
I could care. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
okay.
And
I mean,
do not
I would
care.
hope
I
it's
am
not the worst thing that's happened. I mean, that'd be very.
honestly,
something
I
else.
take no offense. Thank you. Actually, I am a freak.
You know what? You know what? And what's your name, if you don't mind my asking?
In character or in
Yeah. Here.
Pandora?
Okay, Pandora. All those in favor of the House declaring Pandora a freak? Aye. Contrary and opposed? Nay. I mean, there you go. There you go. I mean, it's all right. You're all good. Thank you, everyone.
Great.
Stay recognized. Chamberlain.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Shit. I can't read.
Yeah. Under shit.
Yeah.
Look. Order. Wait, we don't. That's not a. We don't need to make comment about under shits. Okay.
No.
Is that an insult to me?
No.
Order. Ask your question.
Under Section D, subsection 3, the right to be carried in a bucket. The sentence underneath that makes no sense. What does
Here.
that
Order. Read the sentence. Order. Read the sentence.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This right grants any axolotl that any person owns being taken on quote-unquote walks in a bucket of water at least once a week. If one axolotl is owned, then almost everywhere they go, unless it might be lost. If more are owned, they are to be rotated out every week. I don't know about you. I don't know what that means.
What the fuck?
Okay, so order. Okay, Mr. Crow, what does that mean?
So it means so axolotl kind of needs water, right? Right. We all agree. So it can't really be like took it on like a walk. So it needs to be put in a bucket to be on a walk. So if like someone owns more than one axolotl, it's to be rotated each week.
Okay.
At least once a week.
Okay.
What about
So-
taking it for a swim?
Okay.
No.
Order. All right.
Don't run with her.
This is that fair enough. You know, when I thought even when I think 2 years back, you know, what am I going to be doing in 2 years time? And I look back 2 years ago today. What am I going to be doing in 2 years? I can tell you with absolute fucking certainty that this was not it. So, with that in mind, Mr. Crow, everybody, I want to acknowledge Mr. Crow. This is Mr. Crow's first bill. And writing a bill and submitting it to Parliament, especially on a Parliament like this one, takes a lot of courage. So Mr. Crow, regardless of the hiccups and the vague bits and the weird sentences and whatever else that people have tried to fix and make comments on, good work.
Here.
Thank you. All right. Well, we are out of time for this bill. So, okay, that was so sad, Minister. Minister, go on then. Let's have it. We're ready.
Okay. Thank you, honorable members of Parliament. I stand firmly against this bill. While it undoubtedly has importance to taking care of the axolotls, this bill takes an approach that is not only impractical but undermines the principle of governance and personal liberty. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you. And did you have anything to say before we go to the vote, Mr. Crow?
No, I'm good.
All right. Very
I
well.
do.
Question. Who? Who? Oh, you're over there now.
Yeah, I'm with Stendhal right now.
Okay, well, go on.
Just a point of clarification. Did Mr. Yulin say that disrespecting axolotls was a point of privilege?
I don't remember. I'm kind of high.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just please, Mr. Yulin, you and I have always had a very interesting relationship, which I sometimes find you very useful, and other times find you to be the largest thorn in my left ass cheek ever.
Yeah?
Thank you.
I'd like to just don't fuck around with things that live in the water. Thank you, Mr. Yulin.
Here.
Bye.
Here.
All right.
Here.
Question posed by the chair to the House is whether to pass HB 151. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Contrary and opposed, nay.
Nay.
Nay. I call for a division of the house.
Chair recognizes the Underking consort for the division of the House. The ayes to the right, the noes to the left. Divide.
To your left or the house? Which way?
Okay, all right. If you want the bill to pass, go sit where Stonebay sits. If you want the bill to not pass, go sit where Stendhal usually sits.
Which side is which?
Holy.
That's
a lot of.
The one that has more people is yes.
It's my right and my left, so it's probably opposite of wherever you're looking. Very well. The ayes have it, and the bill is passed.
Skull to that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here.
And I suppose the Synarch's only regret is that they couldn't squeeze the death penalty in.
I really
Yeah.
think we should do that actually.
I also regret that.
We'll add that later. Don't worry, guys.
We'll add it
Next
back.
Parliament.
Well,
Next Parliament.
Very well. Everyone, I just wanted to quickly talk about this weekend's festivities, and then I have a docket here of oaths, awards, and other honors. And then, of course, I will let some people say some words, or maybe a rap.
Yeah, honey bear.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's actually in my notes to have somebody rap, but that's there.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, all right. All right, relax, deep breath. Inside voices. All right.
Voice level 0.
So, I hope everybody so far has enjoyed this very special Friday session of Stone Bay Day Parliament. Of course, the markets were open earlier, and I believe there was a coupon program. Very interesting. I'm sure there was a lot of business done, and I hope everybody had a great time. Tomorrow, festivities start relatively early in the afternoon compared to how they started today. So I believe that's at 5 Eastern. That's at 5 Eastern. I will be hosting the Royal Scrabble Skirmish in the Rafferty Flagon here in the Bay, that tavern near the tree. There are limited slots, so show up early. 32 silver for your registration fee. All skill levels are encouraged. The winner gets any hat they would like from the haberdashery, so long as it's not a limited run hat, and also a significant prize pool. Tomorrow's the second semi-annual Royal Scrabble Skirmish is brought to you by the Church of the Deep, who has graciously agreed to sponsor the event. Graciously agreed to sponsor the event and significantly increase the prize pool. So that prize pool, I believe, is going to sit somewhere around 2,000 silver.
Oof.
Following that, a few hours later at 8 Eastern, we'll be having the Dodge Bolt tournament. This is the tournament of the year. The prize pool is looking to be somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000 silver. All those who win will be given royal sovereigns and invites to the ball later that evening. This tournament is not like other tournaments we've had. Teams have been set up in advance, and you still have time to register. So if you would like to, there is a pinned post at the top of the board. You and 4 others, so long as they're not already on a team, can go there, sign up, team name, matching uniforms, and I will see you there tomorrow. That is going to be a lot of fun. Dodgebolt is not only a lot of fun to watch, it's a heck of a lot of fun to play. So, I hope to see everybody there. We'll have some
love dodge.
There are some special guests coming out for the tournament tomorrow. And of course, there are many. I believe we've sent out a total, it's 50 or 60 people so far have been invited to the ball that's happening in the evening. If you don't have an invite, don't worry. If you win the Scrabble skirmish or your team wins the dodgeball tournament, you still have a chance. But most of those who are invited, you know who you are. There is a poker game planned during this ball. The players are as follows. I will acknowledge them publicly for their bragging rights. Caster of the Fields.
Thank you, Brent.
Caster is very ominous.
Princess Royal. The Chamberlain. Mr. Travis Eller. Eris Valoria. Mr. Grantham. And Pebble. 7 players. The buy-in was 1,024 silver each for a total pot of over 7,000 silver. Winner takes all. So, as you can tell, there is a fuckload of money moving around tomorrow. So, my hope is that get involved, have some fun, and happy anniversary, everybody.
Here,
Great. All right. On to speeches and other predetermined rap battles.
Here.
My notes are very bizarre for this part. The Princess Royal, do you have an opponent in mind?
You know, Your Majesty, I was just thinking. Oh, sorry, I'll stand. I was just thinking. You know, Mr. Grantham has been in his sad little corner. This
Oh.
Perhaps he needs to prove his merit.
What do you think, honestly? If you must try your best then to provoke Mr. Grantham into the challenge. Go on.
Grantham.
I'll stand.
You've something to say about Mr. Grantham.
I'll look.
Oh yes, most certainly, absolutely.
Look at me when you insult me.
I don't. Where are you? Oh,
Right
you're right there. sorry. Permission to weave a web of lies.
Go on.
All right, no one laugh. I'll start laughing. I'll ruin it. All right.
Order.
No,
We don't need assistance.
No. I can't. Please do not beat. I will. Princess Royal on the floor, you know that I'm mopping. Lift me up or push me down, no way that I'm stopping. Call me Blue, I'm Benjamin Button with the cycle that I'm aging. Maybe when I'm 50, I'll meet your daughter at her college graduation. I got a big reputation, a name so large. I haven't heard much of you before, shirt all starched. Point of order, Mr. Speaker, I can't really hear what my opponent has to say. Maybe he needs a beer. Hey, look at me. You know that I'm ballin'. Look around, I see those tears. Why are you stalling? Receding hairline like Medusa because it's a 5-head. Don't send me a letter, Grantham. You know I'll leave it on red. They know that I'm the baddest bitch in the greater Bay Area. When I'm done, I'll leave you just as dead as Camaria.
Order. Mr. Grantham.
Mr. Speaker, my values have been challenged.
No help. We don't need assistance. Mr. Grantham can stand on his own in this. Thank you.
Yes, my values have been challenged, and so I would like to respond.
Please.
All right. My name is Niles Grantham, and I'm here to say you are unethical in a major way. Another princess with no dollar, with no hoot and no holler. No rhyme, you blue collar. I find your opinions in the air, but you've still got no hammer. Your looks are a scare, and you have no glamour. You'll lose in poker tomorrow when you build filled with sorrow. So I say here today, regarding my rhymes, that besides the beat I murdered, I commit no crimes.
Oh!
Fuck, man.
Oh my god.
No, you got me on the hammer thing. That's real.
Yeah, no.
Do you want it back?
No, keep it, keep it.
Very well.
Line.
Is that then?
I feel it was quite adequate. Yeah.
Very
I
well.
feel like
The
I
house
defended my values.
the house will decide who won. All those who thought that the Princess Royal won, aye. All those for Mr. Grantham, aye.
Aye.
I'll take it.
It looks like the Princess Royal won out on this one, but very good effort this time.
Here. That's my acquaintance.
Good job.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Order.
Mr.
Yes.
Speaker? Your Highness, it was an honor to rap battle you.
Well, thank you. You did very well.
And that Cameria jump scare, I wasn't expecting that.
That was a good one.
I thank you.
Not
Thank
jump
you.
scare, yeah.
I just got bingo for that because she said it.
I did too.
No, it was I did hear with a beer as well. I don't know if you noticed it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
also a point of order. I did a few that were specifically in
I
bingo.
see.
I was really
Nice.
proud of saying blue collar. I don't think anybody got that one.
No, I got it.
That
I
was
got
a
it.
really good one. That was good.
Okay, you guys can discuss the nuance of your rap later. You want to pat each other on the back, you can do that outside the chamber. Thank you. All right. Is there any other matters then? Anybody would like to say about their time? Does anybody want to just say something?
I'd
Duchess.
love to.
I would.
Me. Sing a birthday song.
Order. No. The Duchess, please.
Damn
First
it.
to stand.
When I first came to Kara, I was adopted by Marcus Silver. And that made me a Silver. Right now, I have decided, well, it's been a long time coming, but we are no longer Silvers, and I am disowning Marcus. We are the Vasars now.
Here, here.
You're here.
We're here.
Here.
Yeah, well, that was a move. I actually think I appreciate that. Actually, I think you don't want to be tied down to anybody else's decisions, especially when you're the
They're
title
so
holder.
bad.
No, sure. I mean, you said that. I didn't say that. You said that.
Yeah, I know I did.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is, I suppose that's your family then. And I like that name. Everybody like that name? It's a good name, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's quite great.
I think the house wishes you the best of luck with this new name, new brand. Kind of the same brand. You're a tyrant. That's a good
Aw,
thing.
thank you. Yeah, thank you.
New name.
Thank you. Very well, the chaplain.
All right, I just got a point of clarification really quick. This is where we say nice sappy shit, right?
This is exactly the time.
I would love to. About 12 years ago, I arrived in Kara as a quite humble farmer, and found myself in quite an interesting predicament. And then I was given some incredible opportunities, not just by our Lord Mother Sinaquas. Once again, I don't know if she chose me because I'm charismatic, because I'm gullible, or because I'm funny. Each one of you gets to make that decision for yourself, and you've all probably thought the answer, or mouthed it very quietly. But I was given an incredible opportunity, and I have built our faith off of it, because people are what make Kara Kara. We wouldn't fight so vigilantly if it wasn't for people. We have beaten back every single threat that has ever reached our shores, not because of the buildings we've constructed, but because of the memories we've made. And we refuse to have the notion that those memories will be removed. We refuse for anyone else to decide what our future will be. And I'm no seer. Never been very good at tide calling. However, I do know that if we remember that all of our memories are because we came to Kara, we'll keep the strength to keep making more of them. Thank you.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Thank you, Chaplain.
Please.
Just a couple more. Stand recognized. I
Mm.
wanna. Order. I certainly don't need any help picking anybody, and my priority with this is for people who have spent a significant amount of time, those who have been here a while, right? It's hard to talk on a place when you've only been there not a long time. There are people in this room who have spent years of journey. There are, and I say this in all seriousness, there are in this room, there are decades of Kara. Collectively, the time that has been spent here can be measured in decades. That's pretty fucking cool. The Underqueen.
Oh, thank you. So when I first came to Kara, I was 18. I'm 29 now. I immediately joined a small faction that unfortunately no longer exists, but is still something very special to me, named Sabava. It was small and it was a start for me, but it was a start that I needed. And had I not been adopted by quite a lovely person pretty quickly getting off the ship, I don't believe I would be standing here where I am. I have learned nothing from being in Kara but kindness and support. The people that I've met here are people that I will never forget. They are my family, and it has been a journey that I would not have expected. And it's not something that I think I'll ever regret, despite everything that comes at us, despite everything that we have been through together. I wouldn't change it, nor would I pick a group of people to do it with if you gave me the chance. I would live this lifetime over dozens if I had the choice. So I appreciate all of you, and I'm very glad to be able to have this anniversary in the room with all of you today. Thank you. Let's have another great year.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Yeah.
Here.
Thank you. Stand recognized. The Synarch.
Goodness, I must apologize in advance. I'm a very sappy person. I don't often cry in public, so do forgive me. So this is my second year as Fafnir and Kara, or into my second year. And it is 50th by comparison for the rest of my life. And in the time that I've been here, I've grown. I forged a family. I've gained a father. I've lost a father. Buried one. I've gained brothers. I've lost brothers. Buried even some. And and in my time in Kara, I've certainly gained brothers. The Chosen Hand, Silas Steve Creek, I would like to count among one of them. And of course, Sir Kradark, Sir Javago Kradark as another. I love Kara, I really do, because if it were not for Kara, I doubt that I would be the person that I am today. Kinder than what I was when I first darkened the ports here in Kara. And I oftentimes attribute Kara to the development of my kindness, and it is not something that I say lightly. It is because every single person here in Kara, at the very least, or the vast majority of us, is bedded with this deep-seated desire to help one another. Most of us come from rather rough seas, rough backgrounds, in which we've not been shown the kindness that we've deserved in our lives. And it is through these experiences that we offer one another the opportunity to be better than what we were once created to be. And so for that, I thank every single one of you who continue to show that kindness that oftentimes some of us struggle to convince ourselves that we deserve. Thank you guys for being yourselves, and thank you guys for being friends. And of course, thank you guys, especially the people that I've named for being a family, even. And I really hope that you guys take this weekend in stride and that you take the time to celebrate. Because you all deserve it. You deserve to recognize yourselves in the home that you've created for some people. So, thank you again, just for being as kind as you have been, and thank you for leaving a spot open at your tables, especially when some of us have never convinced ourselves that we've deserved that spot. Particularly, I just want to say that these have been probably the best few years of my comparatively short life to some of you. And I hope to make further memories this weekend and, of course, in the future. I love all of you guys. That is all.
Here,
Here, here.
Here,
Here, here.
Here,
Here.
here.
Here. Here.
Stand to be recognized. Geraldine.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, I grew up in Stendhal, right, in these lands. I have seen that nation grow, I have seen it change. And through all of that, I have had the opportunity to meet so many of you fantastic individuals that have come to Kara, that have come to Stone Bay, that have come to make it this beautiful, bright, vibrant space with so much culture and warmth and such love for one another. I've also gotten to see my father's clan grow and come into a position that I could have never imagined. I have watched my son take hold of our nation and lead it beautifully and gain respect of so many in this room. And for him to pass it off to someone I could not be more prouder with than my granddaughter. To see this grow, I am so filled with joy. But in all of this, my father's story has been told. That clan has grown into something more beautiful than I could have imagined. But my mother's seemingly has died with her. And so, after careful contemplation and speaking with my underqueen, I will henceforth no longer be known as Geraldine Lucille Blackrock. I am stepping down as matriarch of Clan Blackrock and instead am taking up the position of Clan Silverbraid within Kara. And from this day forward, my full title will be the Grand Underqueen Mother of Stendhal, Regent of Kara, Geraldine Lucille Silverbraid. Thank you.
Skull.
Here, here.
Yeah.
Skull.
Thank you. Stand to be recognized. All right, well, there's no festivity with crying at it that is complete without letting Hazel say something.
Oh.
Hazel.
Can I come down to the table?
Yeah, sure.
It'll make me feel less anxious. I'm not great at public speaking too much. So, I came here about 12 years ago. I got off the boat and I met a person who ran Farquad. I was neighbors with the chaplain and many of his kids. And that's where I got my start. Back then, I was not how I am now. My name back then was Haley Gray, and I was a menace. I was always in the courtroom. I was always in some love scandal relationship. I ran a pawn shop with John Green, and I also worked at a cafe.
Oh no. Not
The
that
worst
This
one of all.
The worst one.
Order. We are going to quickly move on, Hazel.
yes, and I had been known time to time to kicked out of Parliament. I was not the greatest or most well-behaved person around here, but there are two people who kept getting me out of trouble and pointing me in the right direction and seeing if I would take that direction, and that is His Majesty and the chaplain. Who, both of them treated me like family, unlike any of the other families I'd been a part of. They, I'm so sorry. They were the inspiration of where I am today. Back then, I did not think I would be in the Bay. In fact, I was very anti-Stone Bay back in my day, but now I have very strong loyalties to this place. And the one thing that the chaplain and His Majesty have taught me since being here is no matter where you start, it does not always mean that you need to finish there. Your story can take you wherever you need to be, and you will always end up where you need to be. And both of them also taught me anywhere can be a home if you make it a home. So, Your Majesty, Chaplain, thank you so much for everything.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Here. Standing recognized. There's so many people. This is such a fucking hard choice. Sir Zhivago Kradark.
Thank you.
Oh shit, you too?
Yeah.
Carry on.
I'm 308 years old, and I've lived a very long life. And in those 308 years I've been alive, I don't think I would have changed it for the world. Because every single decision I made has led me to this spot. If I had the opportunity to go back in time and to do everything over, to make so many different changes and so many different decisions, I would do exactly the same thing I have, if it means that in the span of 300 years I get to spend 1 year again in Kara. I've come to find a home here, and every day I wake up, my eyes open, and I feel beyond grateful that I get to be in Kara. And I know to many people I'm a very intimidating figure. I know that for a fact. But I am kind, because this place has made me kind. And I am so grateful for that moment in which kindness has been shown to me. they're not my brothers, but the sinner again, the chaplain might as well be. I have found so much gratefulness in these islands. And I wouldn't change it for the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Zhivago.
Here.
Here.
Sir Declan Domhall, who is up way past his bedtime.
Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's not often that I get to say anything in these chambers, and I think this is my second time ever speaking in this chamber. I believe.
There was that one time where you laughed so hard you like broke a rib or something.
Yeah, very vaguely. So I'll keep this sappy and I'll keep this short. 12 long years, everyone. Been doing this a long time. I've seen fresh faces. I see so many faces here today that I've known for quite some time. I struggled for a very long time finding my place. Just struggled. Never knew what to do. Several opportunities. Many people here have made me manage to find myself. Your Majesty has been one. His Holiness, another. Many people sat down by the Stone Bay benches. Yeah, I see you moving your heads. Yeah, you know yourselves. You can look away all you want. That one, and that one, and that one. Yep, You've all done a great thing for me that I don't think I can ever repay. Even the benches on Stendhal Poo. Don't be averting your eyes either. You've all, everyone in this chamber, some way, shape, or form, has shaped me as a person. I love every single one of you. So with 12 years passing, here's to another. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Here,
Here, here.
It should be stated that Sir Declan Domhall will be receiving an award later that he earned some time ago. Sir Declan is the longest standing member of the constabulary, is the only active member of the constabulary who also served as an officer under the original chief inspector, Sir Charles, who the courthouse is named after. Declan is how do I describe him? You ever have a really crappy office with there's a pillar in the middle of it? And that pillar kind of gets the fuck in the way sometimes, and you move around it, but you know it needs to be there. You know it needs to be there, and after a while you get very used to it being there, and once it's gone, once you move offices, once you move rooms and you know it's gone, it's something unnatural about it. So although I have Roman Stormbane here with the mace today, there is no better person with a claim to that mace ever, I would say, than Sir Declan. So thank you, Sir Declan, for 12 years. Stand to be recognized. There's so many people! The Lunar Queen.
Alrighty. 12 years ago, I got off of the boat and found Chimeria, and I didn't leave. There was a time where I didn't leave Chimeria for months on end. Everything I thought I needed had been right there. And now all of my friends from there, for the most part, are dead. And I look out to everyone today, and it's okay because I see my new friends. I see my new family today. I see the people I work with and the people I talk to on a day-to-day basis. I know you guys better than I know myself in a way. I feel like I am far from where I thought I would be 12 years ago today. There was a time where just like my wife, I was on the anti-Stone Bay parade, and now I live in Stone Bay, and I brought my government to Stone Bay. And I'm not going to say much, but it means a lot that I was able to do that and that I was able to be taken in. It shows a lot about the kind of people that are here. It shows the resilience and the compassion everyone has, and I can't wait to see you guys for another 12 years, hopefully.
Thank you. Standing recognized, Mr. Niles Grantham.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, you too, Niles.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
I've not been in these lands as some of you, and I've been in these lands more than a good handful of the people here as well. When I came to these lands of Gara 7 months ago, I came right after a time when most of you had suffered great tragedy. I didn't understand it. I came with my own opinions. I came with biased opinions. I came with my own style of ethics. Did not quite fit the lands that I was in. I said words that 7 months ago I don't believe. And despite the Lord Amber now calling someone, saying that their parents are dead, right behind us, I am going to actually say something that I regret saying not saying sooner. And I'm sorry for naming a member of the House, Lord Amber. But I would like to formally apologize for saying that I don't respect you the first day I was here, because after 7 months of being here, I've learned to respect you and many of the other people in these lands. I came here right after a time of death, where you all lost very many people. I received an artifact that I wear on my head that shows me a lot of the time that you all had. And I know for a fact that at least one of the members that you all lost would have very much liked to stand here with you all today to gladly say how much he enjoyed being here with all of you. I very much enjoyed the time that I've gotten to spend with all of you. And I can't wait to spend more. Thank you all.
Thank you, Niles.
Here.
I have time for one more, and then I have quite a bit of business to do. Oh, the Queen.
Thank you very much. I have a very short thing, but I hope it fits. When I was a little girl, I had often looked out my window and wondered what was beyond the cliff where my home stood. And I understand I have not been here quite long, but I've been a friend of His Majesty for quite a long time. 15 years ago, was it? Really a matter of coincidence, some strange encounter at a ball. Dressed in their uniforms, we thought it was a military invasion. Quite honest, it had been, almost. But I was introduced to the Lord Justice and the Lord Mayor of Stone Bay. We had been exchanging letters since the incident, and I would say that these were good friends then and now. And one of the absolute highlights of those letters was hearing that you won. You won again. And so, I've heard many of you before. Before I even landed here, before I had even come to Kara, I have heard of you, and I know the remarkable things you have done. You have been found to be incredibly remarkable by someone across the sea, someone you haven't even thought of before. And you are absolutely remarkable here. Thank you.
And thank you. All right, everybody. We are going to now carry on with the last bit of this. I'm quite sorry that we've gone over time, but goodness gracious, we have a little bit left to do. I could call the Chamberlain up. Chamberlain, can you please start listing the people to come down? And once you're called for the oaths, just come and like group up in front of the chair, and we'll get this over with quickly.
Right, okay. Ooh, I'm so sorry.
Reading off the names, please.
Yes. Bridget Maldor, Hickson Maldor, Hyro Escalis, Sawyer Kingston, Shasta Sunstrack, Callan Solheim, Ray Umber, Roman Stormbane, and Daniel H. Rose.
Simple response to this one, my friends. I'll read the oath, and then at the end, there'll be, you will say, I do, or yes, or something in the affirmative. Do you swear that you will faithfully execute the duties of a constable of Stone Bay without fear of favor, affection, or ill will?
Yes, I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do. I do.
Thank you. The Chamberlain will record that you have made your oath. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you. And here for the constabulary, everyone.
Here.
Very well. Now for this one, for the awards, most of these awards, I believe, except the ones at the end, are you're just going to come up. You've gotten this citation before. You've gotten your letter acknowledging that you've received this award. This is just the actual award. So you can come up once your name is called, and I will hand you the award. And Callan, up here, please. Other side of the chair. Let's take that sword out. I'm gonna need it in a minute.
Oh, I fit all of them.
Okay. You read them off, and then
All of them?
then you can just one at a time.
Oh, okay. I'm just Nephris
Start
Rasputin.
forming a queue. You have the awards on you.
Oh, am I don't know how this is working.
Well, it seems that you've decided that it's working like this.
Oh, this is gonna be a whole thing.
I will read the names and then you will hand the award out. How about that?
I get to read the names.
Sir Plant Umber. Also Hazel Umber. Funny how that works out. Arwen Umber. Rowan Umber. Sir Owain Stormcaller.
Yeah, he's not here. I'll have to take that one too.
Wow, Rowan.
Sir Zhivago Kradark.
Callan, you picked it up.
Callan. No.
You want me to get a barrel or something?
It's fine.
Okay.
There are. Ren, Callie, and Penelope Deep Creek. Hope you got some pocket space, Chaplain. Melina Lassos. Oh, that's an easy one.
Oh, okay.
Miri Justice. Sapphire Harvest. Harley, come in except for Sapphire, please. Thank you. Dylan Malahide. Sean O'Hara. Somebody's here to accept for Sean. Geraldine, thank you. Koibe Blackrock. Jamie Blackrock. Galen Mosswit. Somebody, oh, yep, thank you. H. Nikolov and Alexander Nikolov.
How many am I giving to you?
Galen, are you accepting for H and Alexander as well? Doesn't H live in Alvin?
H has since moved out.
He no longer lives in Alwyn, no.
Very well. We'll hold on to them then. Thank you. Benjamin Lassells and Sir Arthur Justice. The Defender of Orlon award that we just handed out specifically are for those who died fighting or fought that necromancer during the war. The casualty rates was the one thing that I was surprised by. Necromancer was a particularly violent and effective individual. There were more casualties during the fight here on Orlon rather than at the siege in Falana, which was the one surprise of that weekend. The Hero of Orlon medal. These medals are for those who have either faced or been subject to certain death. They have gone in, as we would so say. They have risked it. And so for the war, Sir Declan Domhall. Ross. And Sir Hyro Escalus. These awards were also given out to those posthumously
Oh, Hyro's right there.
who
Oh, Hyro's
I
here.
didn't think it was here.
Hyro, over there.
Oh.
Go that way. No, that way.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You got this. You got it. I think you
Oh,
have
that's
all right. These awards were also handed out posthumously by me now 11, 12 years back for those who perished fighting Aramaics in the Glades. And so, although none of the following recipients are here, their next of kin or equivalent thereto will be accepting. For Ash Domhall, Sir Declan Domhall, please. Thank you. For Nico Royale, the Glade Royale.
I can take
Glades here. If not, Coybe, please. Thank you. For both William and Winston Yulin, Sir Wilhelm Yulin, please. I handed out one more of these awards too, I forgot to mention, and that was during the fight against the Khan now more than a year's back, just about. Accepting on behalf of the now late Lunar King and Queen, Ares Umber, please. All right. That's all the sad ones out of the way. Thank you very much. And now, on to the badge ceremonies. I have 3 detectives in the audience today. 3 detectives who are coming down to get their badge, their symbol of achievement in the constabulary. Quite limited things, that.
I lost the law.
Here.
Here.
Bridget
I lost the
Meldor.
law.
Bridget Meldor. And
What kind of
Hickson
sounds just the noise?
Meldor. And Sawyer Kingston.
Ooh, Sawyer.
Oh, shit.
You got a license for that waffle?
I do.
We do in fact have a license for that waffle.
Oh.
Waffle.
Congratulations. Here for the detectives and the inspector, everyone.
Here.
Very well. And now we're on to the new awards. This is so many awards. Okay, whew, we got this. We're on home stretch.
Let's go.
Accepting the Royal Sovereign today. The Royal Sovereign is an award personally bestowed by me to those who have, done something really cool. Those who I see potential in. Those who may indeed one day find their great and terrible purpose. First up, Amora Astra, please, of Stewart's Cross.
You're fucking here?
I'll explain some of these ones too. I had heard both from the inspector and just witnessing it myself that Stewart's Cross, although the inspector is the nominal leader and is ultimately responsible for the success or failure of the cross, it is people like Amora and Daemones, who already has a sovereign, who have created the cross as to what it is now. And I am very, very proud of it. It was very unexpected, and I am not often surprised. I am even less so pleasantly surprised. So Amora, very good job. Keep up the great work. There is a future for you. I know it. Next up, for winning the Tournament of Roses and representing the Bay in a very good way, Spling! Nadir Spling! Come on up and get your sovereign.
Woo!
Thank you.
Oh shit, we're losing it.
Oh god.
No.
Got it. That's good.
Oh. Oh.
Perhaps it's the rain, Your Majesty.
You think so?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps that would
Well, I don't think if it is a problem, it won't be in 3, 2. There you go.
Nice.
For building and designing everything, I could not give them another knighthood because as a member of the royal family, they already have the highest knighthood I can bestow. But I thought giving them sovereign would be a very good way of publicly recognizing that most of the bay and most of our current projects that are on the docket, most of everything, although it's the hard work of the people of the BBC who put the buildings up, their design, countless hours of architect's work is done by Eve. So come on up and get your sovereign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my best friend.
Oh.
You're gonna sit on the throne someday.
And all the ugly builds will be gone.
Yes.
And finally, for the royal sovereigns, Constable Roman Stormbane won. The constables have this little competition every week where they see how much work they measure the cases closed, the complaints handled, etc., etc. They have metrics that they track. And this last week, Roman won. Roman is a relatively new constable, all things considered, especially compared to some of the detectives who are also on the board. So, for their excellent service, their excellence, and I truly mean excellence, they get to hold the mace today, and I think they're going to get to hold the mace for another day or so, anyways, and a royal sovereign. So good work, Roman. Hear, hear, everyone.
Here,
Here.
All right. I'm going to do the honorable orders of Orlan in 2 sections. One of them being I'm giving the Underqueen their sash. I'm not going to have them swear fealty to the throne. They already have something crazy.
I have them.
I'll take that.
Do you want all of them?
I'll deal with this one. I'll probably deal with the rest. Give me the other one too.
Shit, I picked it back up.
We have another?
Yes. Not all.
Right, we have that one.
Yes, you have that one. That's an important one.
It is.
Oh, he's awake.
Very well. Oh, Coiby, step on up. It's quite the thing to be knighted in Parliament. We haven't done a knighting in Parliament in a while. Of course, your predecessor had this knighthood. It is customary, and it is the tradition that you get this one as well. I think the values that when we first made the Honorable Order of Orlan, now 12 years back, it was in this Parliament that it was incorporated. The values of standing up for people who don't have a voice, trying to do justice in the world, and trying to hear people out are all things that you do very well. So, you're very deserving. And thank you for the work you're doing in Stendhal. And here for the Underqueen, everyone.
Here.
Let's go.
Woo! Very well. Bridget Hickson Maldors, and Mr. Niles Grantham, please. Front and center. I'm going to need that sword, Callan. I got it. You guys just stand there in front of Spoing, in front of the chair. I did not design this place with this sort of thing in mind.
Where's Bridget?
Give him a quick moment.
Bridget passed out. Give her a second.
She'll be in. She'll be in. I believe.
Fucking tripped. I apologize.
Thank you. Come on up.
There she is. Excellent.
Everybody needs to get their moment. Believe me, I understand. And this is yours. Very well. Be it known to all that I, Ulysses, the first of my name, King of Stone Bay, and Emperor of Orlan, am minded to raise Bridget Maldor, Hickson Maldor, and Niles Grantham to the rank of knight for their honor, loyalty, valor, and skill. Do the 3 of you swear fealty to the throne to defend and obey it to the end of time?
Yes, I do.
I do.
I do.
Very well. Congratulations.
Here, here.
Wear the sashes well.
Here.
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 Uh oh.
Oh my.
We're in a bit of trouble here. Very well. Congratulations, the three of you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
You deserve it.
Honored.
And I mean it. Here,
Thank
here
you.
for the new knights, everyone.
Here, here.
Here.
There is one left. Ray Umber. The most steadfast order of Sir Charles was made some time ago to acknowledge that although I can fly and shoot lightning, there are members of the royal family who cannot. And the Citadel is a building that, although has its own defenses, is not impervious to infiltration or attack. So a force, an order of those trusted implicitly was needed. And so I formed one in the honor of my own personal protector when I first made this parliament, Sir Charles. Sir Charles exemplified everything that you would imagine to be knightly. He was stern and serious and quiet. But he had a good sense of humor. He was honorable. He's just a guy trying to do something good, trying to work a job honestly and every day. It's dedication, it's loyalty, and it's just a job, I suppose. So, now yours begins. Oh, I have to say the whole thing again. Goodness. Be it known to all that I, Ulysses, the first of my name, King of Stone Bay and Emperor of Orlan, am minded to raise Ray Umber by virtue of their honor, loyalty, valor, and skill to the rank of knight. Additionally to your oaths, you acknowledge and understand that after you take the sash, you may have no children, you may never marry, and you will never hold noble title. Right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Very well. Do you, Ray Umber, swear fealty to the throne, to defend and obey it until the end of time?
Yes, I do.
Very well. Congratulations.
Here, here.
Ray Umber of the Kingsguard. Here, here, everyone.
Here,
Here.
Here.
Marriage is overrated.
Coming from another Kingsguard.
Yes.
We've gone a bit over time. A bit is an understatement. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for contributing. Thank you all for your energy and your patience and your understanding. Thank you all for making this, as always, the best part of my week. And I say that today very, very seriously. It is the best part of my week, most definitely today. So, when it comes to the special sessions of Parliament for Stone Bay Day, I'll do better next time. Same time, same place, next year.
Here, here.
And we will have a next year. We won't all be dead by then, I promise. I got it all. I got it.
Hoping.
Yeah, anything could happen.
Yeah. Don't tempt fate, Your Majesty.
I might die.
Tempting fate is what people do around here.
Yeah.
That's sort of the gig. So thank you everybody. This meeting is adjourned. And as the saying so goes, you don't have to go home, but you certainly can't stay here. Thank you everybody, and good night.